Right, so protesty stuff then. I went to the jungle in Calais about 2 or 3 years ago, and I wrote this poem about it, and did it at a protest in Brum. So there you go. Go to more protests, shit on the pavement and all sorts of stuff, and don't pick it up. Or just go into your local Barclays and soil yourself. It's always a good thing to do. So this, it's called Valentine's Day in the Jungle, because I trying to remember the first line. I hear stories of a sinking ship that can carry no more, can't make it ashore because it's packed to the brim, where conditions are poor and pickings are slim. It sounds grim, but while sailors squabble over scraps and squeeze spaces, the opulent officers wear grins on their faces as they drill holes of austerity in the hull whilst reciting their well-rehearsed mantra, "The ship is full." Yet they swing fat cats and gorge in their enormous quarters, building barbed wire barriers instead of bridges over waters, exporters of war and slaughter to water with a barrage of broadsides on a biased border. I hear stories, I see stories of hope and resilience where others are told to see fear and ambivalence, a threat of disobedience and an assault on sensibilities, just pathetic excuses for continued hostilities. I see families who have cried so many tears they have none left, one time blessed though now bereft on Calais' coastline as unwelcome guests. So how apt and fitting it is that those benevolent French authorities see refugees with tearless eyes, bloodshot and raw, so provide them with canisters filled with more. I tell stories, but is anyone listening? Compassion's gone missing and right-wing rhetoric resolve is stiffening. It's as crippling as Annie Wilkes in Misery, yet Joseph marches on in the midst of this artillery. He's here because he's sure metaphors won't kill as quickly as the civil war in West Sudan will. This once proud man tells me of his plight in pidgin English. It's left him morally molested and pigeon-chested. Says he'll swim the channel if he has to once he's fully rested from his last attempt at stowing away. So we drink tea together on Valentine's Day, and I make no apology, and I refuse to say sorry when I say the best things to come out of France right now would be 1,000 hopeful smiles on the back of the lorry, a humane quarry and a ferry full of hope, not hate, to fill our soul, and an open gate at border control. Because these are the sad and selfish days we need to realise. We need to understand, overstand, open gates work both ways. There's a whole globe waiting for the xenophobe. Good riddance to bad rubbish, please. Because I can't think of a fairer trade than fascists for refugees. Thanks a lot.